But in the meantime, some triple stacked Ancients being taken out. Speaking of stacking, as Pebble's going to get a lot of that farm, if not all of it even. So his GPM is now shooting through the roof, 414. But you got Devour, who's right next to him at 410. So that's a big deal.
He has a bound eye as well. They don't want any wards on this map. They want no vision.
You can have your Shiver, but no wards.
Yep.
That's basically what they're saying right there with that. So, yeah, that's big big news here for our Hellborn team. Go on the tablet, by the way. What do you think of the tablet pickup on Devour?
I think it's a good pickup because you know, it lets him chase people. Let's say somebody's running away like in a Luna, they stun him. He can just tablet right after them.
Yeah. Yeah, tablet. It's kind of the, you think about a lot of people getting it for defensive purpose against a Devour with the tablet command, but obviously Devour's like, all right, if you got a tablet, I got a tablet of my own. Just get right back up to you. So, yeah. Staying next to people benefit of
for
this.
chasing and whatnot. It's a great item.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I don't mean to bring up Dota 2, but apparently it's a core item on Skeleton King.
How
for the same
dare
reason
you.
that you can chase people down. Sorry.
It's fine. Pebbles actually gets jumped right here. Oh, wow. He just got disintegrated. That was a hell of a positioning right there from Fit. They were baiting that 100%. They knew something was up in this lane. They stayed back. They have this ward side here, obviously. They were just waiting for somebody to maybe commit a little bit too much, and that case in point was Pebbles right there. So, great catch for them. 30 seconds, just under that for Resurrection Timer. It looks like the Legion team may attempt something here. Now, they do not have Wild Soul. He is at the bottom lane, or the top lane, excuse me, doing some farm. So, instead, they're going to fall back with that hook missing right there.
Did you see that he tableted and hooked at the same time?
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I guess he's going for a little bit of extra range on his hooks.
Huh. Having some fun. Of course, the portal key can kind of accomplish that too.
Yeah.
But
makes hooks look really weird.
It does, yeah. Portal key Devour is actually a very, very weird combination because it does make things weird. But at the same time, if you know what you're doing, can make it very powerful. Probably not going to be this time around, though, as he did go the tablet already, so probably going to be his item of choice. And I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes a barrier idol, too. In fact, there's a Shaman's Headdress finish, so perhaps on that way to an already barrier idol. Again, the top farm of the game right now at 416 gold per minute. Taking a look at other items. 3,200 gold now saved up on Wild Soul, so 3,400 gold for that sort of the high. We'll have that soon, and on his way to the Mock of Brilliance. Do you think a Mock of Brilliance is going to be a deciding or a turnaround item here for our Legion team?
It'll help against if he gets hit on the Pebbles before the Pebbles can jump, but I mean against lower heroes like Nymphora and Plague Rider, he might be able to scare them out of a battle or something like that. But it could work. It really depends how he uses it. You know, if his bear can't just teleport back to him now though, so they can kill the bear. Yeah. That's the only problem. With the
that was obviously a big change that happened to him, which definitely helped being a reason of why he kind of just died off as a hero that we actually did see it quite a bit there for a while. As you're referring to the change to his bear where he can no longer port back, similar to a portal key use if he takes damage recently. So Pebbles in the meantime got a counter drop right here onto Aluna. Aluna taking a lot of damage, but Aluna will survive right there. Wow, the Steam Boots and the Mystic Vestments enough to keep her alive somehow. Did not see that coming. And they will not be able to chase. So, man, I don't know, Luna surviving against a level 12 Pebbles. That's something.
I don't know what happened. Did he hit the combo fine and everything?
Maybe he just missed the maximum efficiency of the combo. I wasn't necessarily fully focused on that, but yeah, it doesn't seem like she should be able to survive that if it was landed perfectly. So, Tundra in the meantime at the bottom lane taking a lot of damage. There, it's that 3.5 second arrow right there, and that'll guarantee the kill right there on a Tundra. It does make you wonder, why are they pushing by themselves so much? Wild Soul, we gave him a little bit of slack for that. Now Tundra, what are you doing up here against this team? I mean, this is not a team you want to be pushing like that.
He saw Moon has the bound eye, and Moon had like 300 health. So he figured he could throw the axes, hit him once, jump in, and hopefully kill him and take the eye and run away, but I guess it all went better in his mind.
Yeah. One of the things here, I'm going to play this out of my head. Well, it looks good. Let's go to do for it. Just completely goes the opposite. I've never done that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you see 5 people on the other team, you're like, I got this. And you don't have it at all.
There's that one guy that's almost dead. It's just like, it's so... I can do it. I can do it. No, no, you can't. So that was a big kill for them. They also get the counter tower kill as a result of it at the bottom lane. So all of a sudden, now the lead actually, you know, it's been going up and down a little bit. I mean, right now we're sitting at a 4,000 experience lead, a 3,500 gold lead. It's obviously still in favor of tdM, but it has been higher. So you know, Fit making a point that by no means are they letting them run away with it, and they are holding their ground. 24 minutes now coming up. The Mocker Brilliance will be finished very soon here on Wild Soul, so that's the good news. Portal Key obviously on Tundra. That's a big item for him. And I gotta think Hammerstorm is actually close to finishing his Shrunken Head. I don't know if he has the Warhammer yet. Something tells me he does, but...
Yeah, he did buy it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I just saw that.
So, he needs that pattern, then he's good.
Yeah, the Legion, they saw that, you know, B-Kid was going to get completely out of control if they didn't. Everybody bought Steam Boots. Everybody bought Mystic Vestments. That's how you slow down a Pebbles, you know. If you're running around with Striders and you're level 4, then obviously this Pebbles is just going to, you know, crap all over you. But they did the right thing by buying Steam Boots and Mystic Vestments.
Yeah.
So that's probably one thing that made it so that tdM didn't have such a great lead, because Pebbles couldn't just keep coming in and killing people. And he just popped his Shrunken Head for no reason.
Ooh, really? Wow. That's a big deal. I mean, you see Beacon right there, you know, having fun with it. He knows that he fucked up big time.
I think his bottle was in the wrong spot.
Okay.
It's happened to all of us.
Again, never to me. I never do that.
Just me.
No, yeah, it's definitely happened plenty of times. So unfortunately, that means it's 9 seconds to 10, but he's still... Uh-oh. Oh, wretched hag. Jonathan, jump now! Get away! Why did he jump? Okay, yeah, he's dead. Steel Stun comes out, and there's the Contagion Nuke to guarantee the kill. So, obviously, Invisible Pebbles equals very deadly hero right there. However, some pushing going on from Fit right now in the middle lane, as they're applying a bit of pressure into this middle tower. Of course, Bobo doing the damage, and he will end up taking it out. Yeah, Demolish is so powerful. I mean, he's just wrecking that tower. They're locking it down. Nice deny right there, actually. So at least they get the deny. But still, the tower falls, and that, of course, is to Fit's benefit. So this is where Wild Soul does start to get a little bit more dangerous as he gets that Mocker Brilliance. And you can, as I said earlier, you know, Soul's Bulwark. Wouldn't be surprised to see something like that next item of choice, and start becoming more of an ultimate pusher with that bear. Now, a nice pick right there on a Tundra. Not sure exactly what happened, but yeah, there he actually did go Portal Key. Interesting. After the tablet, even, so really wants to be mobile.
Yeah, I mean, you see Portal Key on Devour all the time in pubs. It's because you can just run in and eat somebody, you know, and they'll stop you, but you're still tanky, and you just put your rod on. It's a great initiation tool, and then you can use the hook at close range to, you know, clean kills up, or you can use it to pull somebody back in.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a great pickup.
Yeah, that's definitely a great pickup. I mean, don't get me wrong on that. I just found it a little bit interesting that he went the tablet and now going into a Portal Key seems like obviously not the same exact thing, but similar ideas. But again, why not have both? I guess at the same time. You know, tablet also provides stats, and it is more of a universal thing. But yeah, so he has those two now. Now I would think, you know, Barrier Auto could be a very worthwhile choice for him. Hammerstorm getting that Shrunken Head will be a big deal, and he again is working on that pattern, so he needs that 1,300 gold for the pattern, and then he'll be able to jump in freely and not worry too much. And that's actually a huge item against the Silver team the more I'm thinking about it. I mean, of course, you got Valkyrie. She's going to start dishing out more and more physical damage as this game goes on, and she's not doing horrible in farm, but there's a lot of magic damage in CC. In fact, we see right here, Pebbles getting dropped on. That Bat Blast coming out. Pebbles taking a lot of damage. Will survive for now, though, but they do take out an M4 in the background. Pebbles is currently invis from the Prism, and now he turns around with that Shrunken Head. Wretched, I able to blink away, though, before. There goes the illusions coming out from Pebbles. Meanwhile, the background Tundra does go down, but there goes Hammerstorm jumping in with the ultimate activated, hitting for 245 maximum. Takes out Pebbles right there. Chasing Plague Rider does not have enough mana for a stun, but he does have the Portal Key coming up in 5 seconds. Meanwhile, down here, Devour and Valkyrie are still chasing. Wretched Act blinking away at the last second. The Deja Vu Luna trying to get out there as well. The arrow is not going to hit right there, though, and Hammerstorm gets another kill right there to Plague Rider. Devour holding his ground. In comes Wild Soul. The Untangle goes off, and Devour's actually in a lot of trouble. Going to eat its way onto Luna, though. We'll get the kill on Luna, but Devour falls shortly after, so a little bit of a mixing play right there. But Valkyrie now, does she have lead? No, she doesn't. The Untangle comes out. Oh, the port at the last second goes through, and she will escape. But what a chaotic fight right there by both of the teams. I mean, the Legion team, I guess they came out on top, though.
Yeah, I'd say that they did. They have 2 heroes alive, and I think they only have 1 left on the Hellborn team.
Yeah.
But they didn't lose the Bound Eye, which is nice, of course. But you were mentioning before the Shrunken Head being picked up on Hammerstorm. Devourer can just eat him anyway. It doesn't do damage, but he's gonna, once his Shrunken Head gets down to, it's at 10 seconds now, but once it gets down to as low as it's gonna go, his entire duration can get eaten up by that Devourer.
That's where he's going to need to rely on his team to, help him out with that said. And if he is starting to get eaten by Devourer as a result of the Shrunken Head being up, get that quick stun out.
He's only got the 2 stuns on his team. Well, I guess the Entangle could count too. He's got the Aluna and the Tundra.
Yeah. So he's definitely needs some assistance. That's a very good point to bring up, though, being that superior magic. And speaking of that, Wretched Hag, actually, I just saw the pattern for Nullstone. I guess she still may need something else from it, so... But Nullstone, obviously a great item to have against a hero like Devourer. Make it so he can continue, but he does have a tablet, so of course he can take away that Nullstone effect with the tablet of command. But more chasing going on. Nice Shrunken Head from Pebbles right there. He turns around on a Hammerstorm. Hammerstorm can't get his own Shrunken Head off. Will he activate it? No, he will not. He will use the Galvanize instead. And there goes the hook, though, in the meantime on a Wild Soul. Wild Soul with that ulti form activated. He's taking a lot of that damage and taking it just fine. Thunder comes in with the Avalanche. The great Bat Blast, and Hammerstorm joins the party once again. And the Legion team is tearing up tdM right now. Pebbles getting pounded on by Hammerstorm. Trying to survive. So Stalagmite turn around. No, Hammerstorm juked him just before. And Aluna will help finish off Pebbles to sacrifice her life to do so. But they get that kill. And Nymphora being chased out as well. And Nymphora will very likely, may survive actually. The Zeal Stone will keep her alive for now. But Devourer, on the other hand, he gets entangled. Now the armor is on him, or no, not any longer actually. Devourer is dropping quickly. Will eat the bear, trying to stay alive. But I don't think it's going to matter. He will end up falling right there as Wretched Hag ports away before the tower finishes her off. So again, the aggressive play coming out by our Legion team right now. And they are starting to get the advantages back in their favor. So...
I don't think Sender got his ult off that time. He still has his ult up, so I think that's really one thing that can wreck a hero like Wild Soul is the ult, because you accidentally right-click, you and your bear at the same time, or you move normally and you're dead.
Yeah, that's a big deal that he didn't get that level 2 Plague off.
Yeah, it looks like now the gold and the experience is actually in Fit's favor now, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, and exactly. I think that's definitely, I really think just like the first game, Fit deserves a lot of credit because they've actually played this very well themselves. And, holding their ground, it did look like for a little bit there that tdM was going to start snowballing, taking off, and when both Pebbles and Devourer are both 400 plus gold per minute earlier on in this game, I mean, they got that portal key we saw used right off the bat on Pebbles, and it was looking scary for them. But they held their ground, they stayed confident, and... it's just surviving, ultimately, I think it was definitely a big key here. And, holding it out long enough. And now we see this Wild Soul. And Wild Soul is a hero that will take off. And right now, he's actually getting very close. He went Abyssal Skull first, which is a great item to have. And then he's going to be finishing, well, he picked up a Warp Clef and now has one of Ringmail, so he's going for a Demonic Bracement eventually. But we do see Devourer in the meantime, going to get caught in the background, and Devourer will fall. Hammerstorm dropped at the beginning. There's that Plague going off, but a great spread coming out from Fit right there. They're going to be more than fine. And the Hellborn team once again in full retreat mode. Nymphora going to try to port. Oh my god, Nymphora will actually get out of there. Plague on the other hand, not so lucky. Sender will fall, and 2 heroes getting taken out right there for tdM, or for Fit, excuse me. So now they're going to count, now they're going to push. I mean, might as well. So this Wild Soul being a big play, but overall, I think this Legion team is definitely coming together, and they're really doing a good job of working off one another here.
Yeah, they are. They're stacking. They're not stacking up for the Plague Rider ult, which was great, because I figured that would be the biggest turning point in that previous fight. But high-level teams, I guess, they don't really fall for stuff like that, but. Looks like they're actually going to take this base tower here.
Yeah, this is definitely looking better and better for Fit all of a sudden.
Bear is so strong.
That Warp left. I mean, obviously that's why I went at first. The attack speed on the Bear is so huge. Nice stun right there on a sequence with the arrow. They get him killed before he can even activate the Shrunken Head. Meanwhile, the background Wretched Hag jumped in. The power throw on top of that. Now they do get the wreck. The Bear or again, Bobo's doing so much damage. Oh man, he's just tearing up this tower. Nice hook right there on a Wild Soul. Wild Soul, as beefy as he is, very likely going to fall right here, and there we go. So they will at least get a couple of kills to finish that off, but I still think Fit is very happy with how that played out overall. Now, Nymphora is going to port Pebbles and Devour somewhere. Oh, they're going to the top lane, trying to chase where they hook. Will hit Rechidak. Now he cannot eat her because of that Null Stone. He doesn't even have it up anyways, so it did not matter. So she will survive, but big push there coming out from our Legion team now. Ooh, arrow.
Yep.
It's not going to hit. Nice. Tanking with a shiver.
As you can see, the Bound Eye, I think that's the one that they originally took from the Hellborn team. That actually pretty much set them up on that Devour kill at bottom because Valkyrie used the Invis. I think the fact that they actually got that Bound Eye from them is pretty huge. The change to the Bound Eye was actually pretty great because, you know, now Bound Eye is no longer a safe item to really carry around. You know, you can't just throw it on the courier or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's true. Yeah, very good point to bring up. Very good point. Of course, with the community patch that happened last week, that was definitely a big change in it with the Bound Eye. So you're right on that, and we do see, as you mentioned, Tundra having that now. It's a great hero to have that. Of course,
I think it was Fnatic who used to pick Tundra, and they like first, you know, chance they got, they'd buy a Bound Eye on Tundra, and they would just go out and clear out all the wards, and then they put the Bound Eye back on the courier.
Yeah, no tail on Tundra, definitely. That was a great player-hero combination, and yeah, we definitely saw that quite a bit. So no longer anymore, though, but I think that is for the better.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that was probably a really, really good change.
Yeah. What about the Abyssal Skull choice on Wellesley? You like that choice to go there?
I think he's basically just going for, you know, because it gives the attack damage to the bear, and he might just be using the bear, you know. Bear's putting out a lot of damage, so I think it's a good choice, definitely. And the armor as well.
Well,
right?
I was going to say, I like the idea of, on top of the Abyssal Skull, but he's also keeping the ring mails on himself. Obviously, it will eventually go on Bobo with the Demonic Breastplate, but, you know, Bobo doesn't need armor. Wild Soul's the one that needs armor right now, so he's keeping the ring mails on himself. So, again, it's just, you know, a very smart heads-up play there by ProBusk, knowing where to put those items. Now, speaking of Soul's Bulwark, it is on the way, and, of course, Demonic Breastplate will be finishing shortly as well on top of that, so... yeah, we see once again Fit going to be going for some more pushing here. Really, as they should. I don't see why not. They've proven that they can make it work from time to time. Why not continue to make it work? There's Soul's Bulwark delivered, and he sets it to offensive right away. So Hammerstorm got Blade Mail, by the way, or Barbed Armor, excuse me, with his next pickup. That's interesting. I find that. What do you think about that pickup?
Well, I think it's good because it forces Moonmeander not to attack him. Moonmeander has 1,200 health and does about 180 damage per attack. So if Moonmeander chooses to attack Hammerstorm, who has 2,000 health, he's gonna take a lot of damage just from trying to kill him. So I definitely think that's a good pickup. Yeah,
it is definitely a solid pickup, especially when you reason it that way. So that's more good news for Fit right here, and they are going to go for the, again, just look at that bear. The tower just dissolves right there now. A jump into Rechidak. He does get eaten by Devour right there despite that Null Stone. Will port away, but here we got the Legion team reacting now. The Shrunken Head. The Power Grabber goes up, and Plague Runner falls to the ground once again before he can get the ultimate off. Nymphora will go down as well. The Baby Taunt on top of that. Pebbles and Devour doing what they can. It looks like Pebbles, though, will eventually get caught right here. In fact, he falls. Devour also taking a lot of damage. Again, they have a Bound Eye, so really the Valkyrie Prism not doing too much right here. Bat Blast, the Sono Scream, and Devour is hiding. It looks like he's away from the Bound Eye. In fact, great return, though, from Beacon coming out. He takes out Hammerstorm right there, but the melee Rax goes down again. That's what they came for. Pebbles is going to start dropping here as well, as we did see Valkyrie already fall. So Fit, they hold it off in the end as far as the return from tdM, trying to maybe push them back, but Fit says that ain't going to happen, and they're on their way to, it looks like, winning this game. And as we stated earlier, this means they'll finish first in their group as a result of this, and they will have the better seed than Trademark Esports going into that $5,000 quarterfinal stage. So
yeah,
congratulations to Fit.
They deserve it. I mean, they played phenomenally. Even this last game here, I thought they were going to lose.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, me too. I mean, if being honest here, obviously in that early game stage. And see, now, do you think that was a case of maybe tdM throwing it a little bit, or really just wasn't Fit playing better?
I think Fit adapted to the situation really well. I think instead of changing their lanes, they said, like I mentioned before, that they pick up Steam Boots and Mystic Vestments. They picked up the items that would Pebbles only went 7, 6, and 10.
Yeah.
Pebbles really couldn't solo kill anybody on the Legion team because of the items that they picked up.
Yeah.
So I really think it was good choice by them. You know, they're obviously much better than me because I would have made it immediately changed my lanes, and apparently, you know, they managed to pull through. So more power to them.
They were confident with what they started with, and yeah, we were definitely giving them some slack on that, and you know, definitely making the points of, you know, maybe they should be making some changes. And I mean, you know, going back to it, I mean, it's one thing to go to hindsight, but I still think we're kind of right. But at the same time, you know, they did make it work, and they held their ground, and you know, they got the couple early picks in M4 as we talked about, and they got those early Mystic vestments as you kept on addressing, and the Steam boots, and made sure that they were tanky enough at least against that Pebbles, and it proved to work out. So big congratulations to Fit, very deserving of this victory, and you know, it is good to see them doing very well. Especially, I believe they are planning on competing at DreamHack, if I'm not mistaken. So, of course, they're going to be competing in the BYOC portion, but just another team that we can look out for. So. That is going to do it, though, for today, guys. Congratulations to Fit. Again, over tdM here, 2-0 in the group stage. So that puts them 5-1 overall, and that will place Trademark Esports 4-2. But again, both teams moving on nonetheless. It just means Fit will have the better seed. As far as other results, as I said earlier, here I'm going to pull up the standings that happened before the games were played. So again, you can kind of get an idea of how things at least looked going into today. Now, I believe there is going to be a 3-way tie in Group B. I know Clan Milk actually ended up having to forfeit to SGTY, which they were playing today, and TT Esports was playing Cat Died I Cried. So, you know, pretty much expecting to win there if they haven't already. But that means we're going to see a 3-way tie in Group B. All three teams being 4-2 and all defeating at least one team in that tie. So it's going to be interesting to see how the admins and the organization decides to play that out. I'm not too sure myself, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And then we have Group C. Of course, Team It's Goes to they're qualified. Black Fate did have to forfeit their game, and that does mean A-Man will be moving on with Team It's Gosu as a result of that. So Black Fate not making it on to the quarterfinals. That is something. I mean, obviously they're the European Dream Hall champions, and going into DreamHack Summer, which is next week, you know, not necessarily the best result that you want going into that event. So that's a big deal. And then Fnatic Raycall, either going to be joined by Excuse Me or Flare Esports. We'll see which one of those two teams join them as the top 8. So that's kind of just somewhat of an idea of what to expect going into tomorrow. But I believe the brackets won't be finished until tomorrow, just before the event starts. So we'll have all that as we do plan to cover. So. But anyways, Snoopy, you have fun today?
I did. I was a little nervous at first. Still a little nervous, but, you know.
Grew into it.
Yeah.
I think you did fantastic.
Thank you. You're making me blush. I mean, I basically got everybody who plays Han stream here. I got to be on Honcast.
It's always fun. You know, we like to have fun on here, obviously, and you know, it's a change of pace, but also a lot of fun to get the new co-cast every now and then. So I do appreciate you coming on, man. Any final words you want to give? You know, even shout-outs here, since it is your first time.
Oh, well, of course I want to shout out, you know, Team GLHF. I have to, you know.
How those GLHF boys doing?
Well, I can't talk about what they're doing, you know.
Last
time I brought it up, you yelled at me.
Xenoside, I know, is playing some Han, I believe.
From time to time, yeah, but, you know, Suns and everybody, I think they're mainly doing Dota 2 now, so they're the enemy.
Come on now. I don't hate Dota 2. I actually like Dota 2. It's that other game that I'm not too much of a fan of.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Dota 2
that's something
fine,
we can all agree on.
Yeah, exactly. That's good to hear. But continue. I'm sorry.
But I actually wanted to thank you, Phil, you know, for you guys letting me on here and giving me a shot, you know.
No problem. It's
hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Of course, and I'm sure we will. So, all right, though, guys. With that said, it is going to do it for today. So, unfortunately, only 2 matches, but solid 2 matches at that. So excited we got to cover it. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 1900 Central European Time. The same time that we started today, we will be doing the quarterfinals of the Cooler Master HoNor Tournament. $5,000 prize pool on the line. I'm pulling that schedule up real quickly once again so you can check it on your screen. and see what the deal is for tomorrow and Sunday. So here we go. That should be good. All right, so as you can see on the screen, so tomorrow we start at the 1 p.m. Eastern, as I said, with the winner's bracket, round of 8. All rounds are best of 3. It is double elimination. So it looks like we are planning to at least to do 3 rounds in total tomorrow. And then Sunday will be the losers bracket finals, followed by the grand finals. So we will know who the champion is of the Cooler Master Honor Tournament Sunday evening. So definitely plenty of Hon coverage. Looks like a total of 5 possible best of 3 series coming at you over the next couple of days. So plenty of casting, plenty of coverage. Hopefully you guys will be tuning in to watch some great Heroes in Earth action. With that said, for today, though, again, we are finished. Once again, I was Breaking CPK. Joining me with Snoopy here as a co-caster. Appreciate having him on. And as always, teaching honcast.com for much more coverage, guys. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see you at the quarterfinal stage. See you then, guys.